Welcome back to the channel. It is Wednesday and the sun is shining. Looks like it's going to be the last day of nice weather, so decided to have a walk, pick the little one up for school. It's about a 15-20 minute walk, but I don't do it often just because it doesn't seem to fit around work. I'm always in a rush to get back for a meeting or to do some work, but I thought today I'd make the most of the nice weather and get out. I did intend to get on the ride last night, Jill's group ride, but the little one got home from school late. We had dinner to do, and it just sort of, the time didn't align quite in the way that I'd like them to, so I didn't manage to get on the ride. I did think about riding tonight, but it's such nice weather, I might just take the opportunity to have a sit in the garden and chill out tonight and jump on the bike for the race tomorrow, but we'll see. Feeling good. I'm feeling the achiness and stuff in my legs has gone, so hopefully there won't be an issue, and Thursday will be a good race, so I'll see you then. It's Thursday, so that means it is race day. It's lunchtime, the weather's changed, it's rainy, drizzly again now. I think that's it for our summer, but I'm having a walk down to the local shop to get some lunch because I've got nothing in the house. Race tonight will be my first proper one in a few weeks actually, because last week I wasn't feeling up to racing at all, and then the week before was the mess up that I had with trying to join after getting back from the seaside. So fingers crossed. The only problem I've got is I have a meeting today at 5 o'clock. The outcome of that meeting could mean that I need to get some more work done this evening, and if that happens I won't be joining the race, so it's probably about a 50-50 chance. So yeah, keep my fingers crossed that I can join on the start line, and if I do, I will see you there. Work done. I made it onto the bike. We've got just over 3 minutes left to go. Doing 2 laps, short laps, only 11 kilometers of the London Classique. I seem to remember last time I put this in at 2 laps, and then using Zwift hacks, put in a distance, but ended up being 3 laps because the starting point was here rather than at the very beginning where you normally drop in on the London map. So at least this time we're only doing the 2 that I've advertised, but it will be short and rather quick. Well, it might be quick for others, might not be for me. But first proper race in a few weeks, so I'm kind of looking forward to this. I'm on the start line on time. Just see how my legs do, really. Not been on the bike since Saturday's group ride, so bit of a break. That could work in my favour or against, I don't know. But let's find out. Right, we're going in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Right, I see Marcus Pierce has gone early again. Seems to have a strange Zwift issue. Every ride he goes early. But just going to try and settle in my own pace. No draft, obviously, in this one. Try to settle into a good rhythm and try my hardest not to end up at the back. So we're nearly 7 minutes in. Settled in a relatively good pace. I caught R. Hamilton for a second, but he's now gone. D Duncan 6 seconds ahead. C Clegg just behind me. And D Howarth 7 seconds back. Trying to keep my power smoother rather than the spiky bits and more consistent. I'm not sure whether I'm achieving it, but it certainly feels it's not as bad as normal. But we're already 4K in, and here's Sea Clegg about to go past. Well, that's one lap done. Sea Clegg going for it for the sprint. That'll pull him quite a way out in front of me, I would think. D Howarth now only a second behind. D Duncan 11 in front. I think it's going to be very long until I slip to the back again. I just caught Sea Clegg. That's a lot of prolonged effort. Still a D Howarth hot on my tail. Well, we got 3.5K left to go, and that little uphill. Come on. I'm just watching the race to the line, and Barber sprints for it. Let's see why it stopped. I don't know where that finishing line was. Back to me. Oh, lost everyone now. One kilometre left to go. I dropped off, sorry, when I jumped to the front to see the other riders. Got a bit of a burst in to try and catch back, but oh my god, that hurt now. 800 metres, come on. Come on. Across the line. So I tried to push early to the top of that hill to get some speed up. Yeah, it's not a hill, is it? But it's like a 1% down, but just to try and get some speed up. So I don't think I'll win it in a sprint. I had to put a little bit more down towards the end, but I didn't come last. Although the times at the end was exactly the same. And Sea Clegg did say partway through that he wasn't feeling it tonight, so but I felt quite strong actually. enough towards the back again, but TTs I usually am. I did feel quite good. Trying my hardest just to keep a steady pace rather than the usual put on and lift off. And I did try and jump forward to the start of the race, but it left me behind, so I had to put a bit of a push to keep up again. So let's have a look at the results. In first place, M Barber, we saw the sprint over the line. C White in second, 1 second behind. S Greaves, 16 minutes dead in third. And then a little bit back to C Waring in fourth. So S Greaves first C cut over the line. N Slevin in fifth, 16:45. And then Seymour in sixth. A couple of close finishes here. So Seymour 17:10, S Pie 17:19, and C Swan 17:21. And then only 6 seconds behind C Finlayson. A little bit further back is, I think, first D cut over the line, A Pimer 17:56. C Ritchie in 11th, 7 seconds behind. R Moller up just behind that in 12th. R Hamilton 13th. D Duncombe in 14th. I did have sort of sights on you at one point, but as the race went on, it was, you just disappeared further and further into the distance. M Pearce 15th, 18:42. D Howarth, who just ground it out behind me, just continually getting closer and closer and closer. Obviously finishing 16th, good few seconds ahead of me in the end, 18:51. Myself 17th, 18:59, with the same finishing time as C Clegg, with a bit of a sprint to the line. I think you gave a bit of an effort too, and I couldn't decide whether I'd gone too early because I knew I couldn't do big power, but I did two bursts of sort of medium power. So according to this, just picture. Don't know whether that's how you saw it on yours, but great race anyway. Oh, I don't think there was anyone else behind us. No. So awesome racing. Couple of people on the DCAT limits there at 2.6 watts per kilogram, but you know, it's an 19-minute race. It's not gonna, you can usually put out a lot of find some extra in the short races, can't you? So one thing to note is my heart rate monitor is not working. Since I've upgraded the PC with a new motherboard, the Bluetooth doesn't work, so I need to find an alternative method of connecting my heart rate monitor, which is a bit of a shame. But cracking racing, everyone. Gonna do the usual, have a shower, get some dinner, and we'll wrap up later.
Oh, it felt so good to be back racing again. As I said before the race, it's been a few weeks since I've actually been able to line up and properly start a race for varying different reasons. So really enjoyed it. Felt relatively strong. I think I put out pretty good power numbers, 264 watts. Yeah, I put that as a win back. I think maybe I had a little bit more I could have given, knowing how short it was. Although to be honest, the end, I must admit, as you saw, I put out a slightly higher power to try and get the jump on the race to the line, and I had to coast because I didn't have anything left in my legs. So all in all, a cracking race. And the feedback after, we had a good chat in the Facebook group about it afterwards. Dear Howarth, the reason why he caught me is he started late, but still an incredible effort to catch and overtake. I just saw you catching me slowly but surely as the race went on, and it was kind of inevitable in the end. And another good big shout out to Craig Finlayson, actually, because he was giving lots of words of encouragement to other riders during the race, and a few people said in the Facebook group afterwards that they really appreciated that. So that is awesome. I don't know how you do it. A few people have said to me that they're surprised that I can talk while I race, and actually in recent races, I've not been able to jump forward to watch the rest of the race as I used to. But talking is a lot easier than being able to type, either on a phone or a keyboard. So yeah, all credit for being able to do that, and thanks for giving everyone some motivation as we go on. It's been not a lot's happened this week, really. All I've really done is the race since last week's ride. So this is going to be quite a short video, really. The plan for next week is to get on all the normal rides, and obviously tomorrow I'll be joining the group ride, but that will be on next Wednesday's vlog. And one thing that has kind of fallen by the wayside on my holiday, and I seem to always say this, and I guess, make excuses. I don't know, and I know I need to stop. But after the good weight loss, I had a few weeks on holiday where I've kind of just relaxed slightly in terms of diet and what I've eaten. So I haven't actually got on the scales, and I know I need to. So I will do that tomorrow morning before the group ride. So you can see that update in next week's vlog on Wednesday. I did jump on midway through the holiday and I put a pound on. So if it stays at that, I'm going to be fine. But one thing I am now is confident that it will come off again. I'll focus my mind back on it, not on holiday any longer. And actually, having said that, I've come back from holiday into a rather busy work period in terms of what we've got to achieve at work. And I probably would have jumped on the bike slightly more often this week had I been a little bit less tired and had a little bit more time. And today is Friday, and I very nearly jumped on and did a ride part way through the day today, but I have work to do. And then after work, I had to go out and just discuss property boundaries with the next door neighbour, which is a great fun thing to be doing on a Friday evening, but it just meant that I couldn't jump on the bike. So from tomorrow, be back on the group ride and trying to ride slightly more regularly next week and get back into that habit. Holiday is well and truly gone now, so getting back focused. Next week's rides, as you'll see this on Sunday, next week's rides, we've got Andy Creer's Tuesday Trundle on Tuesday night. That is an unbanded ride for an hour. Then we have our T2.5 race, which is just a standard race with the staggered start times between A and the D category on Thursday night. And as usual, the group ride, banded group ride on Saturday morning. All the information for signing up for those rides is in the links below. You can sign up either on Spond. That means you have to sign up to the Spond platform, but you'll get an immediate notification when I send out ride invites. Or you can do it by Google Forms. One thing I must stress though is whatever format you sign up to, you must make sure that you follow me or the particular ride leader in Zwift. Because if you don't, we can't send out group ride invites. And I've had a couple of people sign up in the Google Forms recently, and because I don't have your contact details, I can't contact you to say that I can't send you the invite because I've got no way of contacting you. So just make sure that you do follow me, Matt King T2.5 in Zwift, and then I'll be able to invite you onto the rides. Also, another quick reminder, actually, you don't need to sign up on both. And if you have submitted the form once, it's fine. I will send out the invites. I sometimes don't send out the invites until the night before. So please don't panic. As long as you've sent it in once, then I'll make sure I do send it out. And the same obviously applies to Spond. You don't need to reply on Spond and on Google Forms. I'll pick it up in one of the places. So yeah, that's sort of the admin out the way. Great to be back racing this week. I'm really happy, feeling like I'm going to go into next week with a good base. The August challenge has been and gone. I've had a relaxing break afterwards. It's time now to get back and do some more riding. And think, again, as I mentioned this before, a bit of a challenge. We're coming up to somewhere towards Christmas now, so maybe a longer term challenge to see out this year, but I don't know. But that is the end of this video. Do hit like, subscribe, all of that stuff. Thank you to everyone who supports the channel on Buy Me a Coffee. The link for that is below if you want to do that. And I will see you on Wednesday.